So I'm on a video making roll today. Yeah, this will be the last video. Let's see. What are the whole spiritual journey scam has become so much clearer and obvious to me now. Let's see, where do I be? Okay, post, God, I really hate keep talking about this. Post no self, falling away of self. It really becomes it was clear in the unitive state, but it even becomes even more clear how impersonal God source is. There is no, like this field, we'll call source or before source. I don't even know what to call it. This field could care less what you are doing. Is not making personal decisions based on your actions, is not personally answering. I mean, it's become so obvious how impersonal this field is, and that the only thing that is really happening response wise in your life, external responses, is how your mind, body, feeling apparatus, um, how you're thinking of yourself and the feelings generated that promote a response from the universe that might feel like, oh, karma. If you feel guilty, say you do something out of alignment with your heart or whatever, and you feel guilty, it's just you who's creating the guilt that then draws something to you. So, okay, I'm going off topic. So how impersonal this journey is. And then, as I'm doing these videos and listening to more and more people, not that I haven't heard the matrix simulation, and of course I know it's a prison planet, but I never really thought, oh, is the spiritual journey a scam? Like, is that a thing that we're meant to, it's our lessons. We're here. We keep embodying, learning lessons and blah, blah, blah. I mean, it kind of makes sense. But I never thought to check in with my own intuitive guidance. Now, I could be completely wrong, but others are saying the same thing, that no, this whole spiritual journey, and that we're here to reincarnate, and we learn our lessons, and we try to clear them, but we get called back if we have karma, residual karma, is all bullshit. And that has become so increasingly clear to me just being in this state. It's bullshit and not bullshit. Sorry, I should watch my mouth. But the spiritual journey system, what I received in guidance is that is not the cosmic law. It's not the way of the cosmos. It's not the way of the Tao, but that this system of spirituality, oh my God, it's spirituality, was created for this imprisoned planet that keeps people, okay, most of you already know this, that keeps people in this loop of working on themselves. They forget themselves, they got to work on themselves. Um, and then getting into spirituality. And again, I'm going to mention the New Age movement. I was fully in the New Age movement. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a necessary step. But the teachings that are being so pushed, and this arena of spirituality has been so fully infiltrated, but that and all these like teachings like raise your vibration or get into unconditional love or get into love, all of this is by design. Okay, what do I mean? Because I'm losing my train of thought. Okay, so the spiritual journey system is a scam and not a scam, because what the sages and the people in the kind of awakening consciousness community and that enlightenment arena have discovered, the sages have discovered that I don't know if they really knew. I mean, this planet has been in prison since the beginning. Okay, since humans started populating, or they created us and whatever hybrid whatever put us here as slaves. Um, the sages, whether they knew this was an actual prison or not, recognized that what is being imprisoned are our individual consciousnesses, ourselves, right? I talked about the self, which is our individual consciousness, and how, it's the self. Anyway, and that in order to be able to leave this planet, to find liberation, aka break out of the prison, that we need to deconstruct and remove our individual consciousness, also known as the self, right? Which, when that happens, when your that individual self falls away, and then you're merged into the background of the emptiness and everythingness, blah, blah, blah. And there's no longer a reflexive consciousness. There's no, you don't keep feeding back on yourself. What happens to you vibrationally, your base vibration is stillness and the silence, but stillness. Your vibration stops. That means that your consciousness has been freed, and now you have merged into your truest self of stillness and silence, no thought, no feeling, no experience. That is liberation, and that is jailbreak, because what the prison guards, controllers, satanic blah, blah, blahs, what they feed on and need is your vibrational energy, particularly that of self, the quote unquote negative pole. But I think it could be good as too. As long as you are in a vibrational state, like, oh, I'm going to raise my vibration, I'm going to send love, I'm going to do that. Invariably, because this is a dual, that reality is dual existent, there's always going to be a crash. So you're going to come up, vibration here, and then you're going to come down, a vibration here. Anyway, this is a whole vibratory system that is like a beacon to the entities that feed off of you, because what they're looking for is an energetic movement and vibration. And so the whole teachings of the spiritual movement keep you in this vibratory state, thinking and feeling, trying to create your reality, and then this, right? Right, which stirs up all kinds of stuff. I'm sorry, it just does. You're not. It doesn't matter, because you can go, oh, I'm going to be unconditionally loving, and immediately the human mind thinks it's like love, and then you fall into, then something happens and you fall into this is constant vibration, vibration, vibration. It's a beacon call. Yes, here I am. I exist. My consciousness is here. You can see me. The system reads vibration. If you want to actually be invisible to the matrix, to liberate your consciousness, there's only one way out, and that's in resting in your body, in stillness and silence. Then you become invincible and invisible. They can't read you because you've merged back. Your consciousness is no longer an individual consciousness, and you've merged back into a place that they cannot go, because actually they already are it, but These people that are running this planet, these entities, what I get is they have no reflexive consciousness. They can't get back there. They can, so they're in this vibratory field. And I'm probably not saying this correctly. It's an abstract thing that came to me, but I think you get it enough. If you want to be, if you want to get out of this prison state, to be less noticed, you've got to get still and silent. You've got to turn inwards. You got to stop listening to everybody else. And you've got to let and become that which you already are, the stillness and the silence, and let that guide your next move. That's how you're going to save yourself. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to say. So that's why that's why I thought that I do think, you know, spiritual journey, blah, 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 is a scam, but it's not a scam because it is the deconstruction. And that's another thing I just want to say about the new look. I'm not bashing it, but I have to. I'm on the other side. The New Age movement is the accumulation of more ideals, images. I'm a star seed. I'm going to do this. I'm going to become this. I got to find my passion. I'm going to blah, blah. I can control my reality. That only reinforces this vibratory self that is a calling card for the prison guards and the feeders. And yeah, when all you need to do is get still and silent. Okay, I'm done. I'm off my soapbox and I'm going to get off this computer. Okay, till next time.